And this is the engine we're going to use. It's the Jawa 350 type 638, and as you can see it's got the 5-bolt clutch. Now there is a problem on this side. If you look at the primary chain down here, I hope you can see anyway, but so if I just, I mean the amount of stretch in that chain, it's unbelievable. So that's going to have to be changed. So to start with, we'll take the clutch off and get that sorted out. Now the gears seem to change okay, but what we can do once this clutch is off, check the bearing behind, check the shaft, see if it runs through. Now the crank's okay. I've had a look at that, inspected it like from the top, everything's through. Like I say, the problem is this chain. I have got another clutch, a replacement one from an Allmaster 634. I may or may not change it. Right, so I'll carry on with that and I'll start getting this clutch off. Let's see what's behind it, let's see what's going on. Right, now the springs are out, the bolts. Let's take the pressure plies off first. Here we go. Right, let's take all this out, and now we can check the plates, see if they're serviceable. I mean, if they are, probably stick to this clutch. We'll have a good look at them in a bit, because there's a lot more that needs checking as well. I mean, if there's any burrs around here where the drive is, might need cleaning up, polishing off, because things like that can cause the clutch to drag. Right, so what we need to do now is I'll get the tool to hold this firm, and then undo the centre nut and take it from there. Right, so I've decided to get the engine now up on the bench, and I'm going to start by taking the centre off. Now this nut, it just comes off with a 19mm socket. Now what you will have to do, obviously, before you undo this nut, if you look at this tab washer there, you can see where it's been painted over the nut, and that's to prevent it coming undone. So you're going to have to knock that back before you undo it. Right, so I've done that. Now we can take the centre off, put that to one side. Now in here there's a bush. Now you might be able to just see, if I pull the actual clutch basket away, you can see that gap. So we will need to get that bush out. Now it doesn't always work, but sometimes if you get this magnet, if you put it there, it will come out, as you can see there, with the basket. And if you gently take the magnet off, it is a bit fiddly, and then push the basket back, you can see that it's left it on the outside there. Now it should be enough to just grab it, it is fiddly, and just pull it out. Yeah, it's coming, like so. Right, so now this centre bush is out, we can take this drum out. Now on these 638s you can actually just pull them out, and the reason for that is because the bushing in the 638, these 5-spring clutches, is slightly larger. So if I get one and show you, in fact you will see them anyway once I'm assembling. So you've got, there's the 638 and there's the 634. So when you take this one out, obviously there's more room. Now, having said all that, I am going to still have to take the primary off. So why do I want to take this out then? Why don't I just take the primary off? Now the reason for that is I'm fitting a new clutch basket, 3-spring type, and I've got to do the shimming at the back to make sure the chain runs in line. It may be different, you see, from this clutch, but I'll show you that once we're reassembling. Right, so this basket now, is fiddly, but it should come off. It kind of goes one way, then another, and that's it. And it can be as simple as that, or it can be harder, trust me. Right, so that's that off. Now here's the 634 clutch 3-spring I'm going to use. Of course now I want to put it back on with the old chain, just so I can check the shimming. I may have to change that washer or shim. Right, so let's see how difficult this is to get on. Right, let's get it line. Let's get the chain on first. Right, here we go, that's that on. Now I can put the 634 bushing in. There we go. Right, obviously no difference in the chain at all, but now I can check the run out, see if there is any on the chain. So I'll get the camera on top and I'll show you how we do that. So the primary sprocket's off now. I'm going to fit a new one, but before I do that, what we're going to do is we're going to get some white spirit, like so, which is just a solvent really, just to clean the taper up, get any grease or anything off that taper. So it's literally, when the primary sprocket goes on, it's literally metal to metal, nothing on it at all. And I'll do the same inside the sprocket as well. And the other thing, I'll just clean the thread up as well, where that nut goes on the centre of the clutch, because I want to use some Loctite on that as well. And for the Loctite to work properly, we'll need to get all the grease off it. So just get some more solvent like white spirit and just give it a good clean. Right, now I shall get the chain now. I've got a new chain now, and we'll assemble it up and then we'll put that on there. We're all ready for assembly now. Now there are a few things I want to show you. First of all, I was on about this shim here, this washer. Now as it happens, the original one that was behind the 638 or 5-spring clutch can stay on. It is exactly right. Now there's some other things that you cannot use. Now if we look at the primary sprockets, right, there's two here. Right, one you can use, one you can't. Now if we look at the back, you can see how dished, how deep that is, the back, just round there. Now if you look at the other one, you can see the difference. So this sprocket cannot go on this Jawa 638, so we leave that. That belongs to the 634 clutch. So this is the sprocket we're going to use. Right, so if you was to put the other sprocket on, it'd go on, but it'd lock up tight. You wouldn't be able to use it. The other thing is, you've got these push rods there, clutch push rods. Now if we have a look at them. Right, one is slightly longer than the other. Now the longest is from the 638, and that's the one we're going to use. Now the ends, the contact area there, they're both the same, 634, 638, so there's no problems there. So that can be used. Now apart from that, everything's fine, and we'll start assembling the clutch. Right, so we'll start assembling it now. First thing then is the new primary chain. Open this up. It'd be interesting to see what the new chain's like compared to the old as well. So here we are, put the sprocket in, primary, and then the 634 3-spring hub, or clutch basket. So now once it's like that, that can go straight on, as long as you got this shim there on first. That's all that needs to be there. Then we'll just put that in place. Next is the bushing. Straight in there. Now for now, I'm just winding this on by hand onto the primer. Now the first thing we've got to do with the clutch is put the inner part of the clutch, which actually drives the gearbox. So we put that on, put the lock washer on, that's it, make sure it locates with the spline, and then we'll get some Loctite blue. I'm just going to put a bit of this Loctite over the thread. That's it. Start the nut off by hand. That's it. I'll just wind this down over the socket. Right, so when we get to that point, we're going to need a tool to keep this still, to keep it steady while I lock that up. So if I put that on there, just make sure it's all lined up. That's it, right there. What I can do now, just make sure this is locked up, because I need to do that before the Loctite goes off. Right, so I'm just finishing up now on the primary side. So all I've got to do is put the clutch springs in. Now I've done the one down there. I'm just about to do the other one. So I've got to put the spring on there and the washer, clamp the spring down and put one of these retainer pins in. But before I do that, best thing to do is line the tool up. I don't know whether you can see the hole on the end of this pin there. Well, the slot on here just needs lining up like that first. So now I can put the spring over, and then I put the washer on the top, and then I can bring it down like so, and then just clamp in like that, and then just put the retaining pin in like so. Just make sure it's through the other side. That's it, and then just bring it up, and there's the next one in. So the last one, obviously, yeah. So just turn the clutch round, take the spring out, just make sure that hole is in line first. That's it. Get the spring in, and the washer. Bring the tool down first by hand, and then compress.